Hi, I'm Ollie Mitchell and in this video I'm going to be showing you how loops work in QLab. In the first example, let's take a phone ringing sound effect. Let's just have a listen to it first. So it gives you 3 rings and then stops. But what if we want it to ring an unlimited number of times until it's answered on stage? Click on the sound cue and then go into time and loops. And now click infinite loop. The other option would have been to change this play count to a number higher than 1. This would repeat the track the number of times specified. But as we want it to go on forever, we will click the infinite loop button. Now if I push play, you'll see that it loops back round. It does work, but there is a big gap before it starts, and also a big gap between the third ring and where it starts again. So let's trim the clip. Here you can see the waveform of the clip. This helps you to visualize the sound and work out where the rings come. So let's cut out this silence at the beginning so that the first ring sounds straight away. Since this gap at the end is a bit shorter than the others, let's cut out this ring altogether and bring the end to just before that ring starts. Let's also put in a stop cue, so that when the phone is answered we can stop the cue. So now let's play it. As you can see, it now just continually plays through, and then when we're ready we can stop it. If we wanted to reduce the pause between each ring, we could move this even further back. If we go to just one ring, we can now adjust the length of the gap. Or we could make it even shorter. Now let's try a loop with a music track. So let's get our music track in. And let's have a listen. Let's say that we just want the introduction to be a bit longer. We can use something called slices to just loop a certain part of the track. So let's add a couple of slices. First, let's zoom in on the track just so we can see a bit more detail. Okay, now I'm going to add my slices by clicking Add Slice and then dragging it to where I want. Now if I zoom back out again, you'll see I have 3 slices and each slice has a 1 underneath it. This means that each slice will play once. So let's change it so that the first slice plays once and then we loop this slice 3 times and then continue through the song to the end. So now let's play and see what happens. So as you can see, our middle slice now plays on a loop. And after 3 times, it goes into the rest of the song. So that gave us a bit of a longer introduction. But what if you don't know how long you want the intro to be? Maybe a scene change is happening, and you need to keep the track looping until they're ready. What you can do is set an infinite loop just for that section. Instead of typing in a number, type in inf to set this to infinity. You can also type in 0 to do the same thing. If you had an orchestra, they would have a few bars which they repeat until the conductor tells them to continue, and that is called vamping. Therefore, this is also called vamping. So now that section will loop indefinitely, but you need to be able to tell it when to stop, or devamp. To do this, you use a devamp cue. Drag a devamp cue in, and tell it which cue it's acting on, and then press play on the track. As you can see, it's now looping that section indefinitely. When you're ready to go on, just hit the devamp cue. And you will see it continues to play through that slice, but this time when it gets to the end, it moves on. This is a really valuable tool, especially for scene changes, or where you have dialogue over a track before a song that they're going to sing begins. In this case, maybe it was a scene change, and when they're ready we want to fade the music down a bit to be an underscore, and also start some bird sound effects to go with the scene. So let's add in a fade cue for the music track, and tell it to fade down. And now add in the birds. Turn that track down a bit too, just so that it's in the background. And set it to an infinite loop so they continue for the whole scene. We'll also make the birds auto-continue from the fade so that they go together. Now we could manually execute the fade when we're ready, but there is a better way to do it. If you go back into the devamp cue and go to settings, you'll see there's this option to start next cue when target reaches the end of the current slice. This means it will execute the fade and birds after we've jumped out of our loop. You can also choose to stop target when it reaches the end of the current slice. That would cause the music to stop, but in this situation we don't want that. So now let's give it a go. So we're now in our loop. We hit devamp, it will continue playing to the end of that section, and then trigger the fade and the birds. Hopefully this has given you a few ideas of how you can use loops with QLab. The possibilities are endless, so have a think about how you can use loops in your next show to improve it, or make your life easier. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.